Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. I don't know how I'm going to handle this topic because I'm a man, but thank God I got a woman, Steph the alternate here, to help me on this topic that I guess is going to get me in trouble. But I'm fed up, man. We were talking about a lot of stuff. There's so much stuff happening with Joe Rogan and things that a lot of people are getting in trouble for. India Arie got in trouble for accepting Joe Rogan's apology. India Arie was one of the people who very eloquently and intelligently called out Joe and what he said. Now she's under flack for accepting Joe's apology because now the mob defines when you're allowed to accept people's apology. But now to turn to a completely other topic, which we were talking about in the live, but you know what? I decided I needed to record this and clip this because I'm going to put myself out there. I said it before. The more and more I see stories like this happen, the more and more I support Dave Chappelle and what he was doing. Because this was the type of stuff he was fighting back on. This was the type of stuff that he was trying to call out early on. And these types of activists out there that are calling out Adele, to me, are the problem. This is ridiculous. And if anything, it's going to, I think, empower more women to support people like Chappelle or J.K. Rowling, who are happy being women and in no way trying to demean or diminish a trans person whatsoever. Guys, I want to recap this story just so you know what we're talking about. I've asked the audience. We have a lot of ladies watching on this channel. Please call in. Am I going crazy? Steph, I'm going to come back and get your rant because I know you want to say it. But just quickly, since we're recapping this, Adele is slammed for telling gender-neutral award show she loves being a woman. So why is she in trouble for loving being a woman? Well, she's at the Brits, and they decided to make a new award for Artist of the Year instead of Best Male Artist or Best Female Artist. They want to make it gender neutral, so anybody can be in that award, and you don't have to be defined as male or female. Okay, whatever, fine. But Adele, when she accepted the award, she went up and she said, I understand why the name of this award has changed, but I really love being a woman and being a female artist. I do. She said, 2 huge cheers. I'm really proud of us. I really, really am. Despite support from the audience, her comments quickly sparked outrage online, and she was labeled as a TERF, trans-exclusionary radical feminist. Please no, Adele can't be a TERF. Who would have thought Adele was a transphobe and would use her platform to call for the destruction of the trans community, especially the confused teenagers? I've lost respect for Adele and would no longer spend a cent on her music. All over Twitter, everyone vilifying her now because she loves being a woman. I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind here. Why is she not allowed to do this, Steph? I guess I'm not allowed to have an opinion on this, right? I'm a man. I'm a white man. I can't get frustrated that women's rights can't just be allowed to be a woman. Steph, as a woman, does this not piss you off? Why are we upset about this?
I am proud to be a female that doesn't have a dong between her legs. If you're going to hate me for that, then you can kiss my big, nice, white, fat ass, as far as I'm concerned. That's not tanned at the moment, but it will be when I get to Vegas. I'll make sure of that. My goodness, what the deuce? Like, I'm sorry, but a couple of years ago, right, with the whole Me Too movement that happened, yeah, everyone was like, yay, power of the feminism, power of the woman, this, that, and the other. One quick question. Where y'all feminists at now? Because you're sure silent in this one. Why? Like, oh my goodness. What did she say that was so wrong? She was being, you could argue either that she was just proud of herself, fine, or you could go a step further and saying she was a proud feminist. She was proud of herself and for a female kind, and I'm using that very generally, okay? But either way, I'm sorry, but what's wrong with that? Okay.
Well,
you have different communities that are proud of themselves for their own gender classification. Why aren't they being hated on? You know, people are and again, I'm generalizing here, okay? People that are part of the gay community, you know, people are proud of being a gay, out, beautiful, wonderful person, right? Okay. Why? Okay. Where's their hate? Yeah. Okay. Right. Oh, none. Right. Okay. What? I don't. It's like outrage for the sake of being outraged at this point, and it's getting to this stage where you gotta laugh, otherwise you're gonna freaking cry over this because the way it's going, it's like, is there any hope for humanity left? It's ridiculous. She's proud of being a woman. She's a proud feminist. There was nothing wrong with that a couple of years ago. Why all of a sudden is it wrong now? Why? Not wrong with it. Nothing whatsoever. And people are making a mountain out of a molehill.
Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt, but it's because I'm trying to figure out, well, what's the problem, right? Because I'm still having trouble. And it's like, why would she lament the award being changed? Why the emphasis on female? I'm not sure why she's saying this. Like, because she's female. Like, I understand this gender new. I'm trying to learn. Let me say it that way, right, Steph? I'm trying to learn. There's a lot of new things every day. There's new words, definitions. I want to respect everybody. Love is love. I genuinely believe. I don't care what people want to do or be. Be yourself. I will support everybody. But I'm sorry, these are bully tactics to generalize people just because she's proud of being a female or woman is saying nothing against the trans community. They're completely, who's implying that she's not saying all the trans females aren't also female? Like, she said nothing against anybody, but this group of bullies are out there all the time to just, no, there can't be male and female. That offends me. I'm in the middle and I don't define myself as that. So stop using these labels. Oh my God, no. You're not. Why are we not allowed to be male and female? I don't freaking get it. You are born a specific gender, sex. I'm ignorant to this. I would love someone to come educate me. I've tried so hard, Steph, to get someone comfortable to like come and actually help. They never want to do it. They never want to do it because they think we're going to be yelling and I'm trying to learn, but I don't understand what the hell's happening here. I don't freaking get it. I understand there's a small percentage of people who are born as both sexes. Like, it's a reality, right? There are some people who sort of have both things. But at the end of the day, biology is a thing. And whether I want to change my belief on that is up to me or anybody. But the fact that like J.K. Rowling or Adele can no longer be proud to be a woman without being canceled and destroyed by people because, oh my God, stop defining male and female. There's plenty of non-females who menstruate. Oh my God, it's getting batty. It is getting insane. Women, you should be allowed to be proud to be a woman. You have had it has been a hard road for women, and they're just trying to strip away the title, Steph. It blows my mind that now I can become a woman and share in the plight of women's suffrage. Like, I can't even begin to fathom how stupid this is. I'm not against trans people at all, but my God, we're gonna destroy our society if we literally can no longer have any labels that define us personally that we can no longer use. I feel like I'm taking crazy pulls. I need to know if we're not alone. All right, let's see. We got a lot of women in this chat. I've opened up the Zoom because am I crazy? Open up the phone lines. I gave everyone plenty of warning. Please, I want to hear some reactions from some ladies. Here we go. We got a lot coming in. Steph, as they're coming in, yes.
So Laura R said something in the chat that I want to address. She said it at a gender neutral award show though. Okay, yeah. But does that mean that because she attends a gender neutral award show, that she has to then, in her mind, erase her identity as a female and erase her viewpoint of being proud of being a
Hold
female?
On. Sorry, the Brits is not. No, this is not a gender neutral award. I mean, yeah, they stripped away the male and female to just say best artist. This isn't a gender neutral awards. That's not true. I'm looking at it right now. These are the Brits. They've been around forever celebrating music. They just chose to take away best female and best male to be more fair because there are now people who aren't defined by either male or female. So now the award can have everybody. That's what this was. This wasn't a gender neutral award show. Let's be clear. This was being fair and removing the title so everyone could feel comfortable. And no one's going to, who cares? Great, do that. The issue is Adele then walks up and says, I'm happy to be a woman. I missed being a female award artist. And why is she not allowed to say that? That's really, so just to clarify there, we're not trying to be against, this wasn't like some special gender neutral ceremony and special, right? This was the Brits, like the MTV Awards. These have been around for ages.
They're just trying to be inclusive. That's all it was. In this day and age, with the political landscape that it is at the moment, as it is, fair enough. They're just trying to be inclusive, remove male, female, so that people that don't identify with either and identify as they, we, us, you know, the gender neutrality of it all, let's say, that they can feel that they can be included as well. Yeah, not wrong with that, absolutely. But then there's something wrong when someone that wins goes up and is proud of their feminism, yeah, and she gets kicked down on that. When feminism was completely celebrated and lauded only just a couple of years back when the Me Too movement came in. It's like people now are just selective in terms of what they potentially want to support. Because it's like, I don't know, flavor of the freaking month is or something. Like, well, I'm sorry, feminism is something that's always supposed to be supported, no matter what. Now, I don't think it is right now with all this outrage against Adele. This is stupid.
It's super stupid. Sorry, I just want to get, we have a lot of people here, Steph, and I want to try and get through this because we can't stay here forever. But I want to hear these people. So we got Raven. What's up, Raven? Quickly, we got a lot of you. I want to, quickly, if you can, what is your thought on this? Are we crazy here? Does this upset you? Are we missing something? What are your thoughts on Adele getting canceled for being proud of being a woman? Raven, go ahead.
I think I'm upset at the fact that they're trying to cancel her. That makes absolutely no sense. Like, there was women's suffrage for a reason, and I'm proud to be a woman. We can make children. She's a mother as well. Like, that's all part of being a woman, and there shouldn't be anything wrong with that. It's the same as, like, we shouldn't, judge people on anything, like who they love or the color of their skin or any of that. So I don't understand why, if we can all love those other things about ourselves, why we can't love that.
I'm with you. So this is silly to you.
Absolutely. I actually didn't hear about this until just now, and I'm floored.
It's unbelievable. So it'll be interesting to see if they force her to apologize, but who knows?
If they do, I think I'll lose a lot of respect for her at that point, because she shouldn't have to apologize for it.
Yeah, well, she's gonna have to join J.K. Rowling, and now we're all TERFs, guys, is what this means. And so I guess Chappelle was right when he's like, "Call me a TERF then, because I support women to be women." But let's see, Sarah, are you there, Sarah?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi.
Hello, welcome to the show. You're a woman?
Hi. Yes, I'm a woman.
Okay. Well, sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to ask anymore, guys. Jesus Christ.
No, I am. I'm from the UK, and my ancestors, one of my ancestors was a suffragette, and she fought for women's rights. And this is just absolutely shocking that we can't, those women that died and were arrested and beaten, and all for what? This. We need to be proud women. We are women. We're proud. There may be people that identify as differently, but women who identify as women because they are women, we need to be seen. And she did nothing wrong. She said exactly what she needed to say.
Well, you just said it. Women who identify as women. That's what she's speaking about. I don't understand why. Why are they trying to define what she's saying as a woman here? Do you know what I mean? That's what really, I guess, bothers me and has triggered me. Of like, why is this a fight? Why are we making this a fight? It makes no sense.
It's divisiveness. They need divisiveness. Everything at the moment seems to be about dividing everybody and getting everyone to rally against each other. And it's, it makes no sense. We need to love each other and be kind and just let people live their lives, and just, if you don't like it, just ignore it.
Well said, Sarah. I appreciate your thoughts. Jolene, you're on deck next. Are you there, Jolene?
I'm here. I just wanted to say two things. One, biologic gender has nothing to do with sexual identity. So believing in one doesn't mean you don't believe in the other. Number two, if a trans woman stands up and says, I'm proud to be a woman, that would be okay. But for a biological woman to say it, it's not. No, I don't agree with that. I'm proud to be a woman as well.
Well said. I mean, exactly. It's true. If a trans woman says it, then it's yay, go queen, right? And then Adele says it, it's, oh, how dare you? You are transphobic to the rest of us in the community. That it's just pointing out. I think this is a topic so many people are afraid to talk about because of the way J.K. Rowling was treated and so many others. And J.K. Rowling didn't give a shit because she has so much money and control of her own brands, etc. She can say whatever she wants. And that's a rarity for a woman, especially, right? And so she's at a point where it's like, it's very brave and ballsy of her to go out there and say such a thing, right? And so she's not going to back down from it. She hasn't. Now, I don't know all the stuff she said. I've tried to look into it. There's apparently some stuff that's a little bit more questionable than other stuff, but at the end of the day, it does feel like she's like a real firm believer in like biology, and I'm born a woman, and that's no disrespect to anybody else who is a woman or defines as a woman, but I take pride in that's something that I want to have. And when I hear her talk about that, I'm like, okay, great. Why is she not allowed to have that? Just like anybody else wants to become one woman, can be defined how they want to be defined. It's a weird, again, this selective outrage where like who's more offended and who deserves more respect than other. It's like, I don't get it. Certain people are allowed to be offended as long as this group's isn't offended. It's like, I'm so over it all. And it's there's no rules that make any sense. And if we're going to be supportive, why can't we also be supportive of Adele and what she wants? She said nothing transphobic here. It's completely crazy. So, Jolene, any other quick comment?
No, that's it. Just to say, you're right. You're absolutely right. Man or not, you're right.
All right. I like being right, but it doesn't even matter. I want to hear from the women of like what's going on here. Deshay, I see you there. Can you hear us? There you are. I don't want to presume any. Please let me know if you are comfortable telling me if you're a woman, because I'd like some feedback from women here as to what's happening. Are you there, Deshay? We can hear you. Yes, we hear you. What's up? What are your thoughts on this?
Well, actually, I have a lot to say. So, do you want me to be the last caller?
I think you are the last caller.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to keep. I want to try and clip
good.
this and keep it not a half hour long. So, we have Kylie too. But go ahead. Let's hear your thoughts.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna come back on the female thing, but like I was thinking, the transvestite thing.
Go ahead.
The transvestite thing. Wasn't Tim Curry a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania? Like, are we not allowed to play?
I want to clip this so we stay on the
anymore?
topic. Stay on the topic. Talk about the women, then we can come back to that because that's not part of this video.
Okay, because I have a lot to say.
What do you think about Adele being slammed for telling the gender neutral award category she's a woman?
It's not fair. It's not fair because what happened to loving ourselves and what happened to being who we are. And I was raised in the South to use yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. And now if I use that, I get in trouble for it. I get yelled at for it. And like, if I went, okay, so if Adele had gone and said she's transitioning to be a man, she would have been applauded and been on a cover of a magazine. But she said she is proud to be a woman, and now no one likes Adele.
It seems that way. So you're frustrated by this.
I have been pent up frustrated about this because I don't get out and I have no one to talk to. My husband works all day.
We're here for you.
So I rant all night long before he goes to bed because I'm like, I just have to get it out. I just have to say it. It's so crazy. I don't understand. It's insane. It doesn't make any sense. And there is biology. There's scientific facts and how people were evolved. And they try to use, men have nipples. Why do men have nipples or whatever? Okay, men have nipples because those develop first in the womb.
I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? Anybody get that line?
Exactly. No, that's stupid. But like, okay, nipples develop in the womb before your organ, your sexual organ does. So we already have nipples before we are determined what we are going to be or not. So if you're born a woman or born a man or born with both organs, which is possible, there are shows and documentaries and stories about women being born with two vaginas, two functioning vaginas. There are people being born with a male and female anatomy, so it's like, okay, I understand that, but they were still born that way. If they choose to keep it that way, that's their choice, and they should love themselves and be proud of who they are and not shy away and be shamed because that's how they were born. So because I'm born a woman, but I want to be a man for a little while, it's okay. But if I did do that and then I decided I didn't like it and I just ruined my body and I want to transition back, because that happens all of the time, men and women. There are so many men and women talking about how they regret transitioning. They wish they would have never done it. And what if I had a change of heart and I wanted to be a woman again? Now I can't have children. I can't breastfeed. I've screwed my whole body up. I will no longer be a woman or a man anymore. I'm literally I'm nothing. I'm just a person taking up space.
No, look, I want to hear more of your thoughts. Stick around, because I'm trying to get all these comments in quickly so I can release this as a separate video. So you clearly have more to say. I want to hear it. I apologize for trying to cut off. Keep the rants coming. But I want to get quickly. We have Kylie. Are you there, Kylie? Kylie has to unmute. Here we go. I have to unmute you. We have Kylie. Yeah, there we go. I think we got it now. What are your thoughts on this, Kylie?
Hi there. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah, I'm a proud grandmother of a transgender girl.
Okay, great. And what are your thoughts on this then?
And it was incredible, because she came out at 11 and told me, okay, fine, I want to be a girl. And personally, myself, I don't care as long as she's happy.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, I wouldn't call myself an expert. I'm still learning. I have a lot to learn, but I do agree with you, Andy, I feel like I'm a woman. I'm going to be 60 in 2 weeks. I don't care what other people think. I fought feminism. I tried to get it so that we could have equality. A true feminist is an equal person. She's not thinking she's above the man. She doesn't believe she's below the man. She just wants what's right for everybody.
Yep.
But my transgender daughter, now I didn't know that tranny was a bad word either. And I'm a transgender grandmother.
We're all learning. That's what we were talking about earlier. There's certain words that people, and when someone tells me that, I correct myself, and I don't want to offend anybody. That's the reality, right? We hear things,
I think it's like a lot of things. It just depends on the person.
So at the end of the day, though, regarding this, as someone who has more experience than clearly I do, when you see this, you're frustrated. This frustrates you that Adele can't say that.
Oh, it frustrates me. It frustrates me that they want to stop me from calling myself a grandmother. And it's like, I'm sorry. I'm a grandmother.
No, you're a grand person now, Kylie. That's where this is going.
Like, no, I'm not. I'm a grandmother. I have 3 grandchildren. I'm very proud of them. And they see me as nanny. Everybody calls me nanny. As far as my grandchildren are concerned, yeah. So no, I'm not gonna.
It's an interesting thing. I appreciate. Thank you for calling in and sharing that insight. Yeah. We have one more I want to get to. Violet, if you're ready, chime in.
Oh, no problem. Thank you very much.
Thank
Andy.
you for watching and everything, and all you guys who called in. But you say something. It's interesting. I say it sort of as a joke, but it's true. Like grandmother, grandfather, like those. Is that really going to be at some point the next challenge where we are now grand people?
Yeah, they want to take that away from me.
I don't.
It's like
know.
No.
It's very wild. Violet, are you there, Violet?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. What are your thoughts on this?
Hey, just wanted to say, I think one of the problems with them attacking Adele like this is that they're making people like the Phyllis Schlaflys of the world right. You remember from Miss America, the anti-ERA women back from the 70s and 80s?
I don't.
You know, and she was like, Don't pass the ERA." They did a Hulu series on it recently, with about Gloria Steinem and Phyllis Schlafly, the lady that was like they're passing the ERA in all 50 states
Okay,
to
I
make
mean,
the Equal Rights Amendment.
I'm just trying to keep it condensed so I can get this posted, but I'll have to look that up. I'm not familiar. But regarding
Okay, well,
this, regarding your thoughts on this topic,
Well, it's about that because, you know, the people like the Phyllis Schlafly's who are like, oh, we don't want the ERA because then women will get drafted just like men. Like they're trying to make
got it.
Feminists are trying to make women into men, and we don't really want that. They're making people like her right because like the people on the right that freak out and say, oh, we're going to have, you know, men in ladies' bathrooms and terrible things will happen. Well, or they're trying to erase gender, or they're trying to erase what it is to be a woman, which are kind of stupid arguments and a lot of bad faith arguments from the right. But then when they react like this to something as simple and sweet as Adele just being herself, they're kind of making themselves look bad. They're making those bad faith right wing points for them. So it's like they're scoring the touchdown for the other team.
I get what you're saying now, and I agree. It's making them look like they're not the good people. It makes them look like they're just constantly starting fights and everyone's against. And the reality is, I think it's going to make more people against. Is what this sadly is going to do, and why it makes me so upset. Like, be who you want to be. Why do we keep trying to aggressively take down people who are being who they want to be? It's like it makes no sense. It makes no sense.
And the only other thing that like pops into my head too, and as a woman, biological woman, cis woman, whatever, is it's kind of funny because, you know, men have always had the upper hand, and women finally started getting equal rights this century. But now a trans woman is a biological male who's becoming a woman. But in a way, they're kind of doing like that man thing where, like, you know, like they're becoming women, but as men becoming women, they're still acting like men. And the way that they're trying to take everything over and be like, it has to be my way, which is kind of funny and ironic in a kind of weird way. And I don't mean to come off as like transphobic or anything, because I'm not, but I just think it's kind of funny a little bit.
Look, there's a lot of change happening, and people are clearly adapting to that change. And I think there needs to be better education, and this is an education. This is, you know, cancel culture, just telling people you're all crazy. You're Adele. Oh my God, Adele, how dare you? And I just don't see how that's helping. It's making us all more frustrated and confused versus actually trying to help explain things. There's going to be certain generations as well just aren't going to change on this topic. They're going to be women. They're going to be proud to be women. They're going to be grandmothers, and we got to understand like that's their right as well. So we got to figure out some more meet in the middle. We have one more call. I think
it makes the left look crazy.
It does. I think we lost Shelley. All right. Well, I appreciate the call. Thank you so much, Violet, and thank you all, Steph. As the leading lady here, I will. And I've ranted plenty. I didn't mean to interrupt everybody. I was just trying to keep this condensed, but I want to give you the final word, Steph. And what your thoughts on this and what we just heard?
I'm proud to not have a dong between my legs. I'm proud to have lady lumps on my chest. I'm proud to be a female. It's as simple as that. If that means that because I'm proud of my feminism, that you mofos out there are going to want to cancel me, no. Because you are not going to go ahead and try and cancel my identity, what I am proud of. Not a freaking chance in hell. Just as I wouldn't criticize you for being proud of your gender identity, whatever that may be. And it's absolutely fair enough. You do you. Let me be me. You be proud of your identity. I'll be proud of my identity. For me being proud of my identity, it does not mean that then I'm causing any slight whatsoever to other gender identities that are not my own. I'm just proud of who I am. I'm proud of my gender identity. There's nothing freaking wrong with that. There's definitely nothing freaking wrong with Adele being proud of her gender identity and being proud of her own branch, her own belief within the feminism system. So, yeah. All you guys that are angry because of this, making a freaking mountain out of a molehill, and you can all go do one. Shut the front door on the way out. Bye, Felicia. I don't need that noise. We're done.
What the are you doing, man?
There's our drop. Well said, Steph. Make sure you support Steph the Alter Nerd, a strong female woman's perspective on YouTube. Go show her some love on YouTube. Make sure if you haven't already subscribe here as well. Hold on, Deshay. Subscribe here as well. Hit the bell for all alerts. Smash the like button and leave a comment down below. We're going to get back to Deshay and so many of you guys in the live feed, but I'm just trying to clip this so I can try to potentially post this one later. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you disagree, hit me up. Let's have a real conversation or tell me your comments down below. Thanks so much for watching. Live viewers, don't go anywhere.